Okay, sweet. Okay.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay, so let's cut to. So we're in like the creepiest place in the world. Right now, we're going to recap day 17 for you. But currently we're in Chicot State Park, C-H-I-C-O-T, I think that's how you say that,
Yeah.
Chico, something like that.
Who knows?
Anyhow, it's in Louisiana and it's super creepy, and Forks, Washington has nothing on this place. But it is, you can hear like 6 different types of animals in the background right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well we're going to recap day 17. We woke up from Collier Seminole State Park, where the Panther Crossing was. And woke up super early, got some ice, got some gas, hit the road. There's a bug like crawling across the camera. Spooky.
Gross.
Okay. And shot for, what was the name of that state park?
We went to the Devil's Mill Hopper.
Devil's Mill.
Mill Hopper.
Devil's Mill Hopper?
Yes.
Alright.
Sinkhole. So it's where this limestone like sunk down into the ground 120 feet and created a rainforest at the bottom.
So it's like a 150-foot crater that created an entirely different environment than around it.
Yeah. So we decided to go hike that and have lunch there. So we walked
So
around
fun.
and hiked down. And as we're hiking, I mean, we're hearing thunder and lightning. And actually, the video from yesterday we were taping there, so you've already seen some of that. But after we cut the video, we went down into the hole, and it started pouring down rain, and we were soaked, just absolutely head to toe soaked. But then sweating at the same time. So this whole climate thing has been really weird for us. Yeah, so that was there. It was really cool.
Took a few really good pictures of us hanging out and
in the rain.
modeling and kissing.
Yeah, modeling and kissing in the rain.
And we saw a couple really cool lizards, like with like some gnarly, like psychedelic blue tail. That was neat.
Yep. And then we went on to this campground we were staying. We had a couple different choices because we didn't have reservations, but we decided to go to one that was in the middle of our range of campgrounds because it had another sinkhole, and it was supposed to have a waterfall down it. That was
sounded really cool.
Yeah, largest waterfall in the state of Florida. And
hey, look.
oh, holy moly!
A feather.
Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Ooh, and yeah, it had that, and then it also had a lake with white sand beaches, so we could go swimming.
So White Sand Beach Lake, the biggest waterfall in Florida. This place sounds rad.
Yeah, so we pull in, and then the ranger was weird. He wouldn't let us look at the campground without paying. He said we had to he had to pick a campsite for us before we could go in.
Which is kind of abnormal for state parks if you don't camp a whole lot.
Yeah, usually you can go in and pick your own site. So he was kind of uptight about that.
And Allison asked him how the mosquitoes were, and he's like, well, it's Florida. You got mosquitoes, snakes, and alligators.
I was like, okay, but are they extra severe right now? Because they were last night, and I had like 100 bites on my body. No joke. Yeah. So anyhow, we got a campground there and went in and got our tent set up, and then all of a sudden
a storm started brewing.
Yep, there it was again. So we decided to hurry up and throw all our stuff in our tent, and we were going to go to the bathroom, change our swimsuit, and get going before the storm hit. Well, when we came back from the bathroom, that is when the storm hit. There was no getting going before it. And
the rain had to come, the wind had to come, and while we were gone, like this 2-inch branch cracked off the tree, fell down, busted a hole and broke in half over our tent, poked a hole in the fly, and bent the tent pole while we would use the bathroom for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and our neighbor was like freaking out, and he came over and he was like, yeah, he was like, you should keep that stick. It's a souvenir. It just snapped right over your tent. And he
should
was
have
like,
brought your helmet.
Yeah, he was like, I'll watch your guys' heads as you move your tent. And we're like, move our tent? You mean pack our tent? So we grabbed that sucker, ripped it down in the rain, got all our stuff wet, shoved it in the back of the car, ran into the ranger
Meanwhile,
station.
like, we're soaking wet,
soaking.
Our mats are soaking wet, our sleeping bag's soaking wet, the luggage is wet, and everything is not even, like, put away. It's just crammed back in the car.
Hole in our rain tarp.
Yeah.
So we went and talked to the ranger and asked for a refund because,
cool,
you know, a tree broke over our tent. We thought that was a reasonable request. Yeah. So and we'd only been there like a half an hour. So he gave us a refund, and then we drove for a couple of hours.
Yeah, about another hour and a half or so, I think.
Looking for hotels. And we finally found one that was a
decent
okay price. Yeah.
Good old travel lodge with a sleeping bear.
Yep. Checked in there.
Their craftsmanship is not
No,
great,
yeah, it was
but
kind of crappy.
cheap hotel with AC was a blessing.
Yeah, and we brought in all our stuff and our tent and everything and laid it all out. And like we had a tent in the shower and another piece over the table and some on the other bed and everything, just trying to draw out all our stuff and get a good night's sleep.
And that was day 17. Hopefully we make it out of this forest.